Tonight we honor Louise Toni Prasnikar Moore with the Alumni Association's Christian Service Award. Toni studied economics at UD and had no intention of pursuing education as a career. She found herself in the classroom after graduation, and it was simply going to be a stopover on the path to a different goal. But this short-term position turned into a life's work. She became a national leader in Catholic education during the 4 decades she worked as an educator, much of it as a principal of Holy Angel School across from campus. In recognition of her work, the National Catholic Educational Association honored her in 2001 with its Distinguished Principal Award. She might have been satisfied spending the rest of her life as a teacher after discovering how much she loved it, but former UD Education Dean Ellis Joseph pushed her to do more. With his encouragement, Toni decided to pursue a master's degree in interdisciplinary studies and education, and later a doctorate in educational leadership. In the process, she found her calling in recognizing the need for religious and spiritual support for Catholic school teachers. Toni focused her doctoral dissertation on spiritual formation for Catholic school leaders, and in 2006 developed the St. Remy Initiative, a collaboration between UD and the Archdiocese of Cincinnati to provide such support. She also created and serves as the director of the Catholic Leadership Institute project for Catholic school leaders. Toni said, "Back at UD, I was a cheerleader, and I still feel that's what I am. I'm a supporter of people and a believer in people." For her leadership and service to Catholic schools and to the University of Dayton, the UD Alumni Association is proud to present the 2016 Christian Service Award to Toni Moore.
Well, good evening, everyone. Always for the teacher. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. I would first of all like to congratulate tonight's other recipients, Fred, Matt, Alan, and Dennis. Wow, you're impressive. And thank you to the Alumni Association, the Awards Committee, Jackie Lawless for nominating me, and my amazing family. And I just have to say that I'm really astounded at how many wonderful friends I see here tonight. So this is a great event. As I was preparing for tonight's event and reflecting on ways that UD has influenced my life, I wish I could have come up with some lofty spiritual reason and guidance that brought me to UD. But actually, I have a little confession to make. You see, I came to UD because it was co-ed. In my Catholic all-girls school, the nuns used to call us up one at a time and ask where we were going to college. And if someone said they were going to a public school, they'd be chastised right there. And so I decided I didn't want to be embarrassed that way, and I also really didn't want to go to another Catholic all-girls school. So I came up with the perfect solution. I came to UD because, 1, it was Catholic, and 2, it was co-ed. Couldn't have been better. From the first time I set foot on the UD campus, I was fortunate to experience the kindness of many, many people. The Marinist culture truly was one of welcoming and involvement, and you just couldn't help but be swept up by it. It didn't hurt at all that during my time here, the basketball and football teams did really well. And as a cheerleader, I was able to go to the NCAA finals in Louisville and then watch UD win the NIT in New York City the very next year. Interestingly, that cheerleading experience caused me to become involved in many other campus activities. And I was able to see that the Marinist ways were evident in every corner of the university. While here, I learned so much from just the spirit of UD, which surrounded all of us each and every day. We all learned about hospitality, service, and the search for meaning, all part of the Marinist charism that was everywhere on campus. Now, some of you might remember Brother Mavar and his beautiful rose garden outside Alumni Hall. Well, he tended this rose garden so patiently and lovingly, and even he was kind to me in his reprimand the day that I decided I was going to lean down and pluck one of his prize roses from my dorm room. I sometimes feel like I've been a reluctant disciple. As an economics major, my plan was never to become a teacher. But I quickly learned that God's plan always wasn't the same as my plan. Working with Catholic schools has been one of the great blessings of my life. In fact, my first teaching job introduced me to my husband of 44 years, another illustration that God's plan is always superior. Over the years, I've had the experience of working with many, many wonderful students, teachers, and parents who all helped to ignite my deep belief in the powerful influence of Catholic schools. And it's been the guidance and encouragement of people like Dr. Ellis Joseph, who believed in me and challenged me to do more that has radically influenced my journey. Dr. Joseph's prodding question, "What do you want to be doing 10 years from now?" sent me on a course I had never anticipated. My time as a classroom teacher and principal helped me to understand that teachers in Catholic schools are part of something so much bigger than themselves and their individual schools. Catholic schools provide a benefit not only to the Catholic Church, but to all of society. As we watch the religious priests, sisters, and brothers shrink in numbers in our Catholic schools, I really became interested in how we could preserve the rich heritage that they'd passed down to us. Today, I feel very blessed to be able to work with over 65 Catholic school educators in the St. Remy Initiative. St. Remy Initiative is a lay community of Catholic school teachers and principals who are committed to their own spiritual and professional growth, and they're absolutely awe-inspiring. I'm also fortunate to work with Catholic school principals in the Catholic Leadership Institute, helping them grow as spiritual, educational, and organizational leaders of their schools. This work is needed, and this work is important for Catholic schools to remain a relevant and powerful presence in our world. So through the years, I've never strayed very far from UD. I spent 24 years at Holy Angel School right across the street from campus, and now I'm at River Campus. But I found UD to be a constant thread in my life and in my work. I'm so grateful to the university, especially to the Marinists, who truly live their faith in an ever-changing world. In many ways, I feel like that same kid who was a cheerleader back in the 60s. The essence of my life has been cheerleading, leading and cheering others on to be all they can be and to give their gifts freely to Catholic schools. It's been a real blessing to be able to do that. And although things didn't turn out exactly as I'd planned, I wouldn't have missed a minute of it. Go Flyers. Thank you.